interestingly, this game had the whole nation supporting Mexico. My name for today was Miguelito Hernandez. I was cheering on the Mexican side, and then what a performance for Mexico. We want to talk about some of the things that happened in this game, the excitement, the tackles, the goals. Charlie, it has been an entertaining match so far. South Africa lost the game to Mexico 2-0. Sergio, first of all, how was your assessment of the whole game before the game, the preparation towards the game, the opening ceremony and all that before the game?
Oh, I mean, as you said, the most anticipated World Cup is here, and everything was just on point. The opening ceremony, everything was on point. The performances, Shakira was there, Burna Boy, everything was just on point. And I saw some Ghanaians shedding tears when they were, raising their flag, and everybody. 48 teams, and we are here now, and we saw the first game. I mean, beautiful game from the side of both teams. South Africa came with their strategy.
So far, it's been only one team that has played a beautiful football. I can say for a fact that this has been the worst performance South Africa has put up since I've watched South Africa play football, both AFCON and even 2010 when they hosted the World Cup in their own home grounds with the Vuvuzelas and others. If you look at that kind of performance they gave us in 2010 and you look at the performance they gave us today, Charlie.
Maybe because they were more focused on beating and sacking people from their country that they didn't invest more energy in preparing the match. Because this is a universe. Whatever you put out there comes back to you. We know it's football and but it plays a role. Everybody was against you. So eventually you don't expect to, even though at the point I was like, they could win the match. They could win the match because the way everybody is against them. But when they started the game, bro, it wasn't nice to watch. It wasn't.
Yes. So before that, tactically, was the tactics of Mexico on point? Because if you watch how Mexico was playing, they are able to transition easily. They are passing. They are midfielders. They are very robust. They go in for tackles. They give line breaking passes. If you look at the first goal, for instance, it was like out of nothing. Just look at the pass. The guy gave race. It can come back and hunt you.
Yes, that's why I spoke about the universe. Whatever you put out there is what comes back at you. But Mexico came prepared. Yeah. They closed every area South Africa could play in, and South Africa did not show up in the middle at all. They lost the match from the middle because that guy, that Koinonos or whatever, that black guy who scored a goal, that Afro-American, every angle they could play, and then they were 24/7 on the guys. So the guys couldn't build up their game, and then, I don't know why the coach didn't have a plan B to counter the tactics of Mexico. That's how they were able to suffer this game.
I also think, secondly, Mexico came in very aggressive. Like, it got to a point that you could realize that the Mexicans, the moment they give out the ball or maybe they lose possession, they are pressing.
I mean, what do you expect? That's their home, that's in front of their public, so they need to give 100%. Those guys.
But I want us to go into the red card. 3 red cards, 3 yellow cards from the first game of the tournament. Are we going to see more red cards in this tournament?
Oh, well, I think I don't know much about the records in the World Cup about cards, but I think for an opening game, 3 red cards was just too much for me. Even though the fouls and everything was vivid, but I think sometimes there could be some sort of consideration. For 3 red cards and 3 yellow cards, it was a bit too much. But well, it was quite a physical game though. Even though Mexico was all over South Africa tried to fight back, and the best they could use is they should go back to their drawing boards and get things right, and then come back to the next match.
So South Africa's next game is against Czech Republic and then
South Korea.
And then subsequently South Korea. What do you envisage for their next game? What should they change? Because if you lose your next game, you're obviously out of the tournament until maybe you have to win your third game to wait for the third best team, which I think will be very difficult, like very difficult because there will be other teams that will also put up performances that might jeopardize your qualification from the group of stage. So, what do you think South Africa has to work on moving forward?
I think we have everything in South Africa. I'm talking to South Africa. We have everything. As I said, we just have to work on some few tactics. So, at some point, we hold the ball and then we get lost with the ball again. We need to hold the ball for some time. You know, as I said, the midfield, something is missing in the midfield. The midfielders are not picking up. Something is missing. That's what we need to work on. Hold the ball, create the chances, and not explore every other space. That's all they need to do in their next game.
Okay, so with that being said, South Africa will be playing Czech Republic. I don't know, Czech, they have strange name, but in Czech Republic's game, my name will be Peter Czech. So I will come and support Czech Republic as usual. So let us know in the comment section what you make of the first game at the FIFA 26 World Cup. And also, let us know where you are viewing the games from. But for all you know, we could just come to one of your viewing centers. We can also pass through your viewing parties and also interact with you. So get interacting with us. When you see us on set, when you see us on your stream, when you see us on your socials, just give us a like, give us a comment, and also we might just be passing through your viewing parties and also have you sit with us and discuss some of the games that we'll be watching together. Charlie, it is football season, and it's your boy Miguel Hernandez. I am out.